It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders coming up next.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Daniels going to throw to get us started. On target to his man, Zacchaeus. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Daniels. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Collects this at the 32. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing him out, coming off one of his best seasons as a pro, an MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good for a gain of 5. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. We're at the end of 1. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 2nd and 5. Right back to Elliott now. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be first down, Dallas. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Dak. Throw caught at the 6. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the second. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders and running back Austin Eckler headed back to the field. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Commanders with the football. Out of the gun, Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Tressway on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. That's played at the 43. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He's got it near the 8. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Commanders nothing.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Throwing on second and real long here. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's Daniels. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. On for the field goal now. Here's Rodrigo Blankenship. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
From his own end zone, here we go. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've arrived at halftime with a... Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Blankenship all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Brought in close to the 8. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
2nd and 10 now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Now it's Terry McLaurin on the target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Escapes the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Punting unit out now. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Here he is on 3rd and long. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And after... The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Crowder with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels back to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Now Daniels off the play action. Left side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
On 2nd down, a run with Elliott. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Throwing on first is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's only able to manage 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running the counter, Elliott. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Dak now from the gun. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Cowboys keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding.
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field. So that play is going to remain a touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Crowder with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll come up 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Stiff arm success. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.